opposing. And they're going to be debating on another topic, which we are talking about human lawyers and artificial intelligence or robots. So we are going to be calling on the speakers from both schools. We are going to be calling on the speakers first from New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri, our defending champions. The first speaker of the school is Hello, Miss Summer Blessing. Please clap for her as she wants to speak. It may also be interesting to know that Hello, Miss Summer Blessing is our best speaker. Let me say, he is here, she's here our best speaker. She won the best speaker last year. So she is the best speaker for IT4YUS. Who is going to go with the best speakership today? Yeah. We wish all of them well. You have seen what they did wonderful in the first stage. So let's know if Hello, Miss Summer Blessing is going to retain her title as the best speaker. She was really wonderful last time, and we really gave it to her. So this time around, we are going to be seeing the deputy, the second speaker from New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri, no other person than Miss Akwata Shunamite J. Please clap her hands on the stage. So I told you, it's good that you come with your speakers, you know. When I just mentioned any of the names, you saw what happened. They will just clap. I know that all of you were not clapping, right? But maybe because there are many here. But actually, next time you're coming, come with your student, let them share it up. We appreciate those who are present here today. So we also introduce the third speaker from the New Haven Secondary School Oshiri, Obaji Mesama Fraka. Clap for her. You see what I'm saying? We have an all-female tournament, like all-female team, and it's okay. We're talking about gender equality, and I'm giving it to us. So we have males in the first category, the first round. Now we're having all females in one school or in a team. Of course, let's see, as they say, whatever a man can do, a woman can do what? Yeah. Okay, let's hear and see. So we introduce the speakers from the other side of the town. Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. We are introducing these great debaters, of course, among the best debaters, just as we had in the last round. Mr. Abba Chidera, please can you walk up? Clap for him. And we introduce to you the next debater from the same school, Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri, which happens to be my matter. We talk about Oguna Mbesoma. Please walk up. Clap for her, she comes. And we have the next person, Miss Ogo Feather. Please walk up and come up as well. Please, I will actually tell you that please, when you come to the stage, don't hold the mic far from your mouth. Hold it in close proximity to yourself. Is that okay? To your mouth, so that whatever you're saying will be good into the microphone and people will be hearing you very well. Is that taken? Is that taken? Yeah. So we are going to start this round. Please sit tight and let's hear what I'm going to say, because the first people have come to make the floor very fertile. And we're going to hear these people coming to debate to tell us, do we still need a human lawyer? Since a robot knows the law more than human beings. So you are saying that the robots know the law more than human beings. Do we still need a human lawyer? So we are going to be hearing New Haven Secondary School Oshiri proposing, and we're going to be hearing Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri opposing. New Haven are going to be saying yes to human lawyers, while Comprehensive will be saying yes to robot lawyers. So we're going to be calling on the first speaker from New Haven Secondary School Oshiri. I'm going to be calling on Miss Summer Blessing. Please, when you come up here, remember to hold the mic close to you, or if you are using it here, keep your mouth close to the microphone so we can be hearing whatever you are going to be saying. And don't forget to start whenever you are comfortable. Your time only starts when you do what? Starts. Come here, take a deep breath, and then give it to her in a very hot way. We give you the best of luck as you come up to the stage.
On one Monday morning, I questioned one of my Lebanese friends, a wise one, on the reason to allow what has been to be, provided that it was better than what we wish to substitute it. He answered, and I quote, "Allow what has been to be, since turning round and round can never bring the voters to the front." I recap, allow what has been to be, since turning round and round can never bring the voters to the front. Please, let me know for the sake of paving way for the truth, fail to observe the debate ends. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alo Blessing Mesoman, a standard bearer of the flag of New Haven Modern Secondary School Oshiri. I'm here to speak in proposition of the motion. Do we still need human lawyers? Since robot knows it no more than human. I, as the lead speaker from my team, shall be defining the subject matter so as to put the debate in the right direction. Assign roles to each of my speakers here, and thereafter I shall expound on the needed qualities of a lawyer, which could only be enhanced by a human lawyer, but which could never be found by any AI or robot. Now let's face it. Why my second speaker here shall draw her stakeholders analysis on the factors that will never give the possibility of arriving on a full-fledged robot that can argue in court. Why our third speaker here shall resolve the fact as facts, review the team opposition argument, and thereafter show us how and why the team opposition here has lost the battle and been issued. Each of us shall back our argument with trusted report from trusted authorities, analysis and anecdote, post-exploitation, say them all. All of these efforts shall be put together in order to prove to you, our dear audience, that we have not come here to offer empty arguments. Now let's face it. First, what do we mean by robot lawyer? Judges, according to the Black Law Dictionary, a robot lawyer, also known as lawbot, is a legal artificial intelligence that has extensive knowledge of law. So this definition alone has done it all. Robot lawyers are not civil and can never be a qualified lawyer. I bet that you all see with me that the sum total of what my team opposition here will end up doing today is telling us that human lawyer working with machine is better than either working angels. Augmentation, not replacement. I recap, augmentation, not replacement. Now let's face it. Robot and its accompanying AI lack the needed intuition to make decisions about the unknown. Judges, intuition, according to the popular Merriam-Webster English Dictionary, current edition, means the power or faculty of attaining to direct knowledge or cognition without evident rational thought and inference. Ladies and gentlemen, how important is the power of intuition in legal practices? See, John Penn, a Scottish journalist and founder of the book entitled The Physiology of Mind, would answer, and I quote, "Our body has 5 senses. We touch, smell, taste, sight, and hearing, but not be overlook the 5 senses of the soul, which are intuition, peace, foresight, empathy, and trust." Judges, this is in line with Justice Maxwell's law number 8, which says that the lawyers or the judges view the world differently than other people do. They look beyond the empirical data and consider intangibles such as moral, momentum, and chemistry, and use them to analyze and make decisions or conclusions. Ladies and gentlemen, can computers, no matter the type of AI installed in them, do all this? No. The answer is no. No and no. Machines are designed to strictly follow encoded rules. They simply don't have and can never have the intuition that human lawyers have to make logical leaps. But human lawyers can fall back on intuition and experience to solve unknown problems, especially in such irrational battles like legal battles. It is even quite interesting that when human lawyers do not have the complete knowledge about a matter, the same intuition that helps them to analyze the facts they have gotten about a matter and come up with a reasonable solution, suggestion, and resolution. Judges, in this again, there is no getting that robot lawyers should replace human lawyers. In a recent development, machines do not have emotions. They are emotionless. Judges, according to the Oxford Advanced Learners English Dictionary, the 10th edition, emotion is a conscious mental reaction such as anger, fear, or mercy, subjectively experienced, usually directed by a specific object, and typically accompanied by a psychological and behavioral changes. Oh, what a wonderful tool as far as law and justice is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, can there be truth, justice, and fairness in the legal system when the practitioners lack emotions? No. Absolutely impossible. Judges, you can still remember the Latin legal aphorism, Justitiam tempora cum misericordia. I recap, Justitiam tempora cum misericordia, which is translated into English as temper justice with mercy. It is as you all know a legal matter that implies that if someone has done something wrong, justice often leads to punishment, especially an unlawful act. This sentence suggests that although justice should be done, should also be sustained by kindness, considering the person's status, circumstances, and reaction before, during, or after an offense. Ladies and gentlemen, you can all agree with me that this can never be done by an artificial intelligence, no matter how developed. Machines are emotionless. They work according to what is installed in them and ignore the basic emotion which is attached and necessary with the hope of a client. Machines cannot develop the bond like human lawyers, which is essential for justice. Ladies and gentlemen, our beloved judges, there is no saying that robot lawyers should replace human lawyers. As if enough is not enough, robot lawyers can never be a legal person, let alone better legal person. Judges, the Black Law Dictionary defines a legal person as an entity that is given certain legal rights or duties of a human being. That is a being, whether real or imagined, who for the purpose of legal reason is treated more or less of a human being. Given this, my team opposition can tell us that a legal person must not have to be real or have physical form as long as its existence is proven. But I agree to disagree. How? Yes, it is true that when it comes from the ability of taking and setting, many existing machines and electronics are able to do the same. However, what makes an AI to be treated as human or legal person are still vague. Vague indeed, judges. Ladies and gentlemen, consciousness is the thing that makes a legal person. Yes, it could be a consideration to use an AI as a legal person or human being if an AI robot possesses consciousness. Judges, Sigmund Freud, an Australian neurologist and finder of psychoanalysis, defines what consciousness actually means for us as the characteristic distinguishing of psychic life. While Antonio Damasio, a Portuguese-American neuroscientist working at the University of Southern California, sees consciousness as the critical biological function that allows us to know sorrow or no joy, to know suffering or no pleasure, to sense embarrassment or sense pride, to grieve for loss or lost life. Ladies and gentlemen, you can all agree with me that these are everything that the lawyers and the judges need to arrive to the right sense of justice. Glad to say that human lawyers, having the natural gift of consciousness, can do this and more. Unfortunately, my team opposition here cannot prove to this honorable gathering how machines could have consciousness. And since they cannot, it means that robot lawyers lack consciousness and so can never be a legal person. And since it is only a legal person that can be used in the court of law as a lawyer, it does mean that robot lawyers can never replace a human lawyer. It is only a mere fantasy and can never be real. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what have we achieved? For a legal system to work well, lawyers need to such qualities as emotion, intuition, consciousness to operate as a legal person and serve as either a prosecuting or defense counsel anywhere and anytime in the court of law. Fortunately, only the human lawyer possesses such qualities, and unfortunately, the so-called robot lawyers do not, and so can never replace human lawyers. Judges, whenever a Latin lawyer wants to conclude the fact about his case, you will hear him say, "Ego requiem means cosa." I repeat, "Ego requiem means cosa." In the translation of "I rest my case" or "My argument is proven." Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was very breathtaking. She gave us a Latin maxim. I say, "I rest my case." And it was also the quote of Julius Caesar when he said, "Loma loquita cosa finita est." Rome has spoken because it's finished. Let's hear and know whether there are Rome in this competition, whether they have spoken and it is finished, or whether we are still going to have another Greece or Macedonia or another place coming, North Africa, coming to fight against Rome, that Rome has not spoken and the cause is not finished. So she has said that these people, these robot lawyers, lacks consciousness, and therefore because of this, I'm saying this, plus many other points. So we're going to be hearing a firebrand speaker from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri coming to either agree to disagree, or disagree to agree, or totally agree, or totally disagree that we do not need human lawyers anymore, since robot knows law more than human beings. So we are going to be hearing from the first speaker of that side, Abba Chidera, as he's going to walk up to the stage to tell us whether he say yes or no. Clap for him.
According to Ian Watson, I quote, "If a robot could genuinely love a person, what responsibility does that person hold towards the nature in return?" According to David Hansen, I also quote, "If a robot could be perfectly realistic, it triggers this body's natural fear in some people." Let me not forget to give honor to whom honor is due. Good day, Mr. Chairman, the moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my listening audience. My name is Abajan Goldwyn Chidela. I'm here to oppose the motion which says, do we still need woman lawyer since the robot knows the law more than woman? No, we do not need woman lawyer since robot knows the law more than woman. Before I proceed, I would like to tell you the meaning of robot lawyer. Robot lawyer are automatically operated machines that act like women in effective, efficient, and accurate justice. Here are my points to prove my claim. Firstly, robot lawyers do not prefer one client to another. Robot lawyers do not take side when it comes to passing judgment. Like human, whether rich or poor, it can also access information without being biased. Secondly, it takes less time. For human lawyers, it takes days, weeks to do legal research, but artificial intelligence can do it in few seconds. Robot lawyers can do work faster, but human lawyers cannot do it. Robot lawyers do not get tired, sleep, eat, or drink coffee like human lawyers. In fact, they can produce more successful results than average human lawyer. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, it is unworthy of man to lose hours like slaves in job which machine can be done if employed. In 6 seconds, a robot can review a 30-page contract, but human lawyer can spend hours, days doing the same work. What a pity. What a pity. The daily task of a woman lawyer, according to the study from the Logic founded in 2014, the highest performance of a woman lawyer is 74%, while that of robot lawyer is 94%. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what proof do we still need to be convinced that robot lawyer came for man for speedy justice delivery, since they said that justice delayed is justice denied? Moreover, robot lawyers are unarguably useful and incomparable in case research. Of what use is human argument when it lacks adequate research to support the argument? Such argument is invalid, illogical, and inconsistent. Writing of argument became futile without case research. With robot lawyers, researches are being carried out without having to search for them in the large law books. Furthermore, by helping in research and discoveries in the legal system, in undated large amounts of data, artificial intelligence makes the legal profession more efficient. Advancement in science and technology is happening so quick that it could replace man and thereby changes the legal field for better. Nevertheless, the world is ever changing, and the need to follow the trend necessitates the introduction of robot lawyers in justice delivery. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, the kind of clothes worn by us today is not the kind of clothes worn by our forefathers. Thereby, the legal profession is gradually undergoing a groundbreaking innovation through the introduction of robot lawyers. Joshua Brother in 2015 developed a legal firm named Do Not Pay as an artificial intelligence app that streams all the court proceedings in real time. The robot lawyers instruct the defendant on what to say using headphones, much like the human anatomy would do in real life. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what a good day. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what a breakthrough in jurisprudence. Note that artificial intelligence machine need a lot of time to be trained and programmed on a case, according to Brother. Hence, they cannot be easily manipulated or allow their mind to wander away from the court proceedings. Also, litigation analysis. Robot lawyers determines the viability of litigation and quantifies the value of the lawsuit, which requires extensive analysis of precedent. It helps lawyers to draft more accurate and appropriate results based on that data. Finally, robot lawyers help legal practitioners pull relevant but specific information required for due diligence. Artificial intelligence due diligence software can spot violation and changes in documents. It can also go through documents in few seconds. Human lawyer cannot do it within that short period of time. Hence, our preference to robot lawyer. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, with these above numerous mentioned points of mine, I hope I have convinced and not to confuse you that we do not need human lawyers since the robot knows the law more than human.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very much happy to have heard what was said by the first speaker from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. He has actually buttressed his points in favor of human lawyers. So, of robot lawyers, please. And he is saying that, of course, we still need all this because we have many things that we can benefit from that than from the other side of the argument. And please, gentlemen and ladies, please, can we take like a 5-minute break, judges? So that I have the privilege to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker from the proposing side, from New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri. I introduce to you Akwota Shona Mike J. Please, as she comes forward, please clap for her. Clap for her. Please, your time starts when you start. Calm down and do your deal. Then you are good to go.
Argumentum petition principle. I will have argumentum petition principle. Judges, this is a Latin expression that is translated into English as begging the question. It is always in a classical rhetoric and the logic to mean an informal or fallacy that occurs when an argument permits to assume the truth of conclusion. Instead of supporting or giving a proper syllogism as how truthful or practical is the argument. You will all agree with me that such fallacy is the sum total of what the chief speaker from the opposing team has done. He has ended up in telling this honorable guy what he thinks as the benefits of employing robots as a lawyer. Such is it nothing from him. I recall, such is it nothing from him. But did he tell us where or when robots has been applied as a lawyer and it was? No. Did he vividly explain the exact capability of his written melody? Absolutely. Did he make a comparative analysis of the so-called robot versus human lawyers? Absolutely. That is argumentum petition principle. Begging the question. A robot can never replace human lawyer. Good morning, everyone. My name is Akwota Shona Mike J. Hosting the flag of New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri today to speak in the proportion of the motion. Do we still need human lawyers since robots know the law more than humans? As already stated by my chief speaker, I shall draw my stakeholders analysis of the loopholes already written by the so-called robot lawyer versus human lawyers. Let alone when we dream of using them to replace human lawyers, my single position here and isolated. I shall also speak on the factors that never give the possibility of arriving on a full-fledged robot lawyer that can argue in a court. Now let's go. Firstly, a machine cannot be trustworthy, and trust is one of the most essential qualities that guarantees a good lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking on the importance of trust in lawyer-client relationship, and to list a defense attorney from Virginia says, and I quote, "Two factors are particularly important in attorney-client relationship." He further says, trust is very important because I need to know that their attorney not only has the best interest at heart, but that their attorney will be available to speak with them as or when due, and that he never failed them at a critical moment during the court session. The client can trust the lawyer if he knows that his secrets will never be revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not kidding here. We are talking about one of the most sensitive matters in human existence. Yes, a machine cannot be trustworthy. Minor damage to the machine or software can create a huge mess. It is true that my team opponents would argue that a robot can be without an error, but that is only hypothetical and never practical. There is no guarantee of software or device being error-free. After all, some people always forget that the programmers are imperfect human beings that are prone to mistakes. Then tell me, how can an imperfect being produce a perfect being? Quite ironic. Judges, this is an indisputable fact that no right-directed man will dare to report. In a similar way, robot lawyers are vulnerable to cyber threats, and that is another cause of anxiety over the would-be robot lawyer. Privacy and cyber security, ladies and gentlemen. According to www.digitalacademy.com, as accessed on 20 December 2022. In the practice of protecting computer systems and sensitive information they contain from cyber attack. According to a malpractice insurer, according to recent research conducted by malpractice insurer, cyber attack exceeded about 22% of the legal fee in the year 2022 alone. While according to American Association, this proportion was about 35% of the legal companies relying more on robotics. 70% of the legal business has been hacked. Ladies and gentlemen, my team proper opposition here are reviewing the generation. Even after reviewing the so-called report lawyer on a particular case, after some days before the trial date, hackers that hack into the system, but beside the secrets via internet. That being the case, ladies and gentlemen, should we dream of using robots to replace human lawyers? The answer is crystal clear. If we do, that will just be the fulfillment of George Orwell's black and dystopical world in his book entitled 1984. Please, my audience, join me to say, God forbid him. God forbid him. Again. God forbid him. And again. God forbid him. Another powerful argument against replacing human with robot is what I said, liability. Judges. Liability or responsibility is interpreted as a bond between a wrongdoer and the remedy of wrong. It is a state when anything is obligated, accountable, and enforceable by punishment. Ladies and gentlemen, it is as obvious as the Babylika, that is the only human that can be both accountable and enforceable by any crime or error. But you can never hold the report responsible or liable. Then you wonder what happens to the client when such an irresponsible item is used as a lawyer or in the name of technology advancement. Judges. To further prove my point, a robot or artificial intelligence has already caused havoc or damage that kills human life. For instance, in Arizona, March 2017, a self-driving car owned by Uber crashed and killed a pedestrian, and the victim was a young husband. And if that's a woman driving car, judges, series of constitution and the substitution of the constitution could have been quoted and they counter-quoted to make sure that the driver is brought to book. But because it was a robot driving, nothing was done. Because nowhere, according to them, was to go here. Can you imagine? The first woman death caused by robots already happened in the year 1979, where about 3 years an assembly line worker was killed. In this one too, the first auto simply gave the victim family $10 million, and that was final. No prosecution, no criminal charges, nothing more or less. Why? Because a robot committed the crime. I feel like crying here. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like crying because the damages caused by robots in these two cases were not seen as crime. Then what shall be the condition of the welfare of people when such an inanimate from non-human being that can never be held liable or responsible, even in the case of taking human life, are allowed to be the sole progressor in prosecuting and defending legal matters in the court of law? John Lockwood quotes Cicero de Legibus in his book, The Second Treatise of Civil Government. He says, and I quote in Latin, Salus populi suprema lex estu. I repeat, Salus populi suprema lex estu. Meaning, the welfare of people should be the highest. Considering this, a robot can never replace human or traditional lawyers. Another powerful argument against replacing human lawyers is gotten by the provision of law itself. Ladies and gentlemen, based on constitutional, the law is the system of truth that a society or government develops in order to deal with crime, social agreements, and the business relationship. In general, the law has 4 functions. 1. To serve as a behavioral guide. 2. Maintaining social order. 3. Dispute resolution. And the 4. As a tool of social engineering. First is the criminal law, which is the body of law that defines criminal offences, regulates the apprehension, charges, and the trial of the suspected person, and the fixes penalty on the mode of treatment as applicable to a convicted offender. According to Niger.com.mg, as assessed on 20 February 2022, there are 2 ideals that run through the division of law. 1. An imperative ideal, which is the ideal of a rule, led by the lawmaking organ of organized political society, deriving its authority from the authority of sovereign. 2. A rational or ethical ideal, which is the ideal of a rule of right and justice, deriving its authority from intrinsic reasonableness or conformity of ideal of right, merely recognized and not made by the sovereign. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, the chief speaker from the opposing team did not tell us how the robot can handle any of these complex aspects of law. The only thing the 2 remaining speakers do and prophesy is to come here and tell us some of the characteristics of computer. But if they can show us the practical ways a robot can handle any of these complex aspects of law, we shall agree with them. But if they did not, we shall know they cannot. We shall just take it that they are quite prepared to argue against an obvious truth. So let it be told to a generation yet unborn that a robot can never be a lawyer, let alone replacing female lawyers. I recap, let it be told to a generation yet unborn that a robot can never ever be a lawyer, let alone replacing female lawyers. QE, Paul Erad Timoshandu. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Akwotashina Might J, for that exhilarating session. She has come to give us many quotes and quotations, analogies, and many other instances, facts, that a robot lawyer can actually be preferred to a human lawyer. Just as we heard from the first speaker from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. But now, we are going to hear from the second speaker of Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri, either to agree or disagree with that position of Akwotashina, that we should go with human lawyer. So let's hear from Owona Mmesoma whether she is going to say yes or no to human or robot lawyers. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Standing on the already established protocol, my name is Owona Mmesoma from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. Don't bend it, don't water it, don't try to make it logical, don't edit your soul according to the fashion, rather follow your most intensive obsession mercilessly. So goes the waste of a behaving novelist and short story writer, Sir Kafka. I overheard my opponent shouting, "God forbid evil! God forbid evil!" I feel like to cry. Why don't cry? What is God forbidden evil? Please, my opponent, can we take God aside of this and not the reality? Why are you mentioning God in this case? Whereas we are enjoying the benefits of programming machines. We are taking a look at smartphones. We are sending messages faster than man, communicating with people. Now take a look at cars, transporting your goods from one place to another, transporting yourself from one state to another, in which if you are asked to trade, you can never cover the distance within a decade. So I suggest, as you people are sitting down, put on your thinking cap and reason well before making further suggestions. So I say without any fear of contradiction that I'm here to oppose the topic. Caption: the way a woman lawyer says Robert knows the law more than woman. Oh yes, it is quite obvious that this topic is meant to oppose and not to be proposed. I stood up on the reason why my opponents are here to propose this wonderful topic, knowing fully well that Robert knows the law more than woman. Here are my points to back my claim. Firstly, robot lawyers increases productivity in legal industries by helping lawyers improve efficiency across the firm. This is because when lawyers become more efficient, they can focus more time on their clients, thereby improving on productivity. The high cost of assessing legal help is reduced to the barest minimum. Secondly, robot lawyers enables legal practitioner foster meaningful relationship by going beyond just helping clients solve their legal challenges. They can get to know their clients better and truly understand how and why they need legal assistance with more time at hand by becoming a trusted advisor who takes time to get to know their clients and deliver efficient and timely services. Your reputation will precede you by increasing your client's confidence and trust in you. You will generate more referrals and better online reviews. This approach can ultimately lead to more revenue and clients for your law firm. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what a brighter future for legal practitioners if only we can unanimously accept robot lawyers to salvage our judicial system of its absurdities and restore confidence to our judicial system. Moreover, robot lawyers help the legal analysis contracts in box. This comment and red lines to advise clients. For instance, imagine a law firm with thousands of contracts to review, and you need to keep a copy of all the financial obligations, expiration dates, and more in the law firm. Robot lawyers can perform such tasks fast and accurately. The procedure of using robot lawyers' core document is straightforward. The system identifies the required papers, analyzes them, and identifies the requested terms and clauses, after which they are ready for review. Robot lawyers forward documents, comprehensive papers in various languages, 5 times, and assist the practical evaluation and categorization of documents, allowing employees to spend more time on quality assurance and legal analysis. However, robot lawyers offers accurate risk assessment. This enables lawyers to find potential risks before beforehand and prevent legal problems later. When a lawsuit fails or if threatened, this intelligent solution enables a law firm to find potential. When a lawsuit fails or if threatened, this intelligent solution enables a law firm to find pertinent information and defend the data and the custodians that must be safeguarded. With robot lawyers, law firms can really determine outcome, reducing cost and risk while defending their clients with more information. Also, robot lawyers make an accurate background checking. Don't doubt me that a prominent part of a lawyer's work is to perform exhaustive background checking of their clients for a better decision making to support their cases. Robot lawyers can perform such tedious job in large extent, fast and accurately. For instance, when a lawyer writes a memo, he reads the memo over again and again to ensure that the memo he or she is summarizing is flawless and that he or she hasn't overlooked anything. You have your credibility. Oh yes, your sources and your quotations have been checked. That assurance enables you to verify your opponent's arguments. Did they respond in any case by accident? Did they cite any claim that was later overturned? They may have nothing, but you did. It's all because of robot lawyers, which has become the gold standard in law and legal research. Furthermore, robot lawyers have to reduce traditional lawyer stress. Robot lawyers have to do with multiple jobs, review documents, do legal research, and proofread. It is pretty just they have to help to do these essential works so that lawyers can focus on creative analysis. Robot lawyers improve academic satisfaction. Robot lawyers complete tasks fast and accurately. What else do we want? I ask my audience, what else do we want? In Ireland, robot lawyers serve as atomic minders. Robot lawyers help lawyers who forget things so easily, even when it is written down. They can benefit from robot lawyers' tools, such as the email calendars. These calendars can send you notification when events or deadline are fast approaching. It could be too stressful to forget the task until the last minute or deadline. Kudos to robot lawyers. Yes, kudos to robot lawyers who helps to motivate legal minds to be productive. Judges. If technology continues to grow at the current rate with its groundbreaking achievements, then finally automation will become the part of a lawyer's daily routines or possibly overtake man. What do we say? I ask, what do we say about computer beating human in a chess game? Smartphone sending messages faster than man. Cars overtaking man. Even computers detecting security risk. Judges, my audience, these were tasks considered impossible 20 years ago. Things happen that we have been able to be convinced that robot lawyer is the way to go for a better, reliable justice system and for a quick dispensation of justice. Finally, who is more deaf than he who counts the ear? I repeat, who is more deaf than he who counts the ear? This is audible to the deaf and visible to the blind. The robot lawyers provide remote working facilities. This is because since COVID-19 pandemic struck our life, especially during the lockdown, almost every organization started working remotely. Law firms are no exceptions. The pandemic has forced the legal industries to run fully digital. Thanks to robot lawyers who help lawyers to perform their job remotely to reduce the impact of this pandemic on mankind as a result of social distance. Documents were accessed from home. Video meetings were arranged to analyze and decide on the case of the legal industry report 221. The lessons learned from this pandemic has made the law firms to be more productive and efficient with technology. According to the survey, my audience, 92%, I repeat, 92% of the law firms agreed that the legal devices have fully reopened as a result of robot lawyers in law. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, as a result of robot lawyers in law, lawyers collaborated mutually to complete more tasks that would have been impossible with traditional lawyers. This would have been impossible with human lawyers as a result of social distance requirements. Due to the pandemic, the most popular remote workers of the law firm have resorted to use video conferencing tools, e-signature, sign and billing software, and communication software, which requires visual receptionists for answering client calls and to do many other things like client online payments, which has become more easier and faster for customers to pay with credit card. They also are going to use motive-consuming facts. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, despite the opposition from my doubting Thomases, Robert's lawyers are more important. They are more good than the human lawyers. They never take bribe. They are emotionless. They don't side one. They don't have one feelings. They do the facts. They are programming machines. Yes, they are machines produced by man. Yes, they are faster and active than the producer. Don't doubt me. According to an active friend, broken earth initiative. I recap. Broken earth initiative. The good must be done and evil avoided. It is in the light of the above incontrovertible facts that I meant what to say without any fear of equivocation and contradiction that robot lawyers knows the law more than human. At this juncture, I rest my case. Thank you.
Are we entertained? Yes. Are we educated? Yes. That is good. Of course, we are witnessing the best of the debate. And I promise you that as we go into the topics, as we have today, we are still going into social media and we have climate change. We are going to be seeing the heightened portions of the debate. Of course, my dear lawyers, senior colleagues, I put it to you that if automation goes the way it is going right now, we may lose our jobs. Because she put it to them, I'm trying to put it to them. So let's go ahead. We are going to hear from the third speaker of Nehabu Modern Secondary School Oshiri. We're going to hear from Obaji Imesoma Franca, as she is coming to also give her own point. Remember, we say you stand up, you speak up, you do what? It is a battle of wits and words, and I've witnessed many of them today. Let's see what she's going to tell us about human lawyers or robot lawyers.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Obaji Imesoma Franca, hosting the flag of New Haven Modern Secondary School Oshiri, standing before you this morning to advance a proposition on the motion. Do we still need human lawyers, since robots know the law more than humans? Having listened to the past about this motion, both from the team opposition and my team, the proposition team, a Latin would say, and I quote, Rex ipsa loquitur. I recap, Rex ipsa loquitur, which is translated into English as facts speak for themselves. Oh yes, my first and second speakers past and figures, analysis and attitude, trusted report from trusted authorities, their logic, reason, and syllogism has proven it as crystal verity that robot players can never replace human lawyers. Our team opposition here has always succeeded in turning this debate into what I should either call read-a-ringologies or rand-a-randologies by their continuous rigmaroles on the politics of computer, rather than showing us how and where the robot player has or we are doing human lawyers. Judges, according to what I was taught in the debate, when one mentions a point, he backed it up with historical facts and figures, trusted reports and verifiable authorities to which she got his arguments, and then presents it with proper syllogism. When all these things are done, the audience believe what he said, but I have been kindly listening and expecting to see any sort of this from any of the speakers from the opposition, but they have not been able to do so. I guess they are all these teacher students that were part of pathetic fallacy as a type of drama in which internet audience think and behave like humans. They think it is practical in the law, but they are very woeful. Ladies and gentlemen, as already stated by my chief speaker, my role in this debate is to report the arguments of the team opposition, so as to show her a point as well as their own point. After which, I shall approve this motion, drawing my stakeholders' analysis on the relative futility of replacing human lawyers with robots and the negative effects on society and legal profession, respectively. Having done the first aspect of my role, I know that my first and second debaters have undoubtedly won the debate. But since adding butter to praise does not only increase in size, but also sweetens it more, let me tell us the reasons why we should not replace human lawyers with robots. Here we go. Firstly, the workability of the so-called robot player is cumbersome, if not totally impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, let me expose your understanding how robot life is expected to work, if possible, and then you can draw the conclusion by yourself. Oh yes, the first robot life is claimed to have been produced by Joshua Brother, the CEO of Do Not Pay. According to Brother, robot life is a legal counselor based on artificial intelligence. It could be a downloadable artificial intelligence that could be downloaded into smartphones and computers, which could listen to calls, arguments, and complaint response to defendants by whispering to defendants on what to say and the underwriter through headphones, via Bluetooth, and the internet. Judges, isn't that funny and ironical? You see that the vocabulary is equal to 0.25. I know that my team opposition here did not read about this before coming out to debate, but that is not only one of the problems. The second problem is that my team opposition here are trying to make the mountain of the little ant hill. They are also trying to be more Catholic than the Bishop of Pope. Can you imagine? But let me tell my audience that I really did a thorough research on this before coming out to debate. Oh yes! According to Brother, on 23rd January 2023, he said, and I quote, on 22nd January 2023, at 1:30 p.m., a history was made for the first time ever. Robotla will represent someone in the U.S. country. Do not pay artificial intelligence. We whisper in someone say exactly what to say. We will release the result and share more after it happens. Wow! So impressive to hear. But certain things like this are easier said than done. Jed, guess what? Just 4 days after this sweet melody. That is on Wednesday, 25th January 2023. That is exactly 4 days after he tweeted. The same Joshua Brother tweeted again, and I quote, the company is postponing our court case and sticking to consumer side. Can you imagine? You see, the case has told itself. That is why I said that my team opposition here are crying more than the bereaved. They also try to be more Catholic than the Bishop of Pope. The inventor of Robotla has never even tested it to see how patent it is. But here are my opponents committing this type of argumentative fallacy was imitated. More of that, another thing that will make it impossible for Robotla to replace human lawyer is contained in the report I want to read out. Donald Ferrosky, a family lawyer and a domestic relation mediator, fluent in dispute resolution in Mexican, as contained in www.quora.com, as assessed on Monday 6 February 2023. He said, why in a classroom, all courts want cell phone to be turned off. Some courts will not allow cell phone in the classroom. Some will not even allow cell phone in the building. So my dear opposition, tell me, if your would-be robot is to tell the client exactly what to say through smartphone, and smartphones are not allowed in the building, please tell this horrible lady how it will be possible to replace human lawyers with robots and it will work out. Judges, this is one out of the 4 indisputable reasons why Brother changed his mind on his would-be January 22nd here. As if enough is not enough, lawyers will not support this. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate goal of the robot is to democratize the legal representation, to make it free for those who cannot afford it. Judges, to democratize something means to make something available for all people, to make it possible for all people to have access to it, but it means an automatic job loss to millions in the legal profession. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take Nigeria as a case study. According to Yakubu Chonoko Makayo, OON SAN, the president of NBA, Nigeria Bar Association, is having over 40,000 lawyers and over 4,000 are taught to bar every year. If the dream of my team opponent here should come true, it would mean that this most learned gentlemen in the country will lose their job, though impossible. Then tell me, what shall it profit my team opponent here to get robot lawyers and over 40,000 Nigerian lawyers lose their jobs? What happened to the family and those dependent on them for their daily bread? What about the wasted years and the wasted money? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second factor that kills the dream of Brother and his company, Brother to include. The prospect of bringing the first robot in the country wasn't worth the risk of spending 6 months in jail. Judges, Brother said it when the loss of lawyers and bar association bounced back on him for the dream of bringing a robot in the country. You see, even robot that knows the law more than him is. Audience, common sense will teach us that we should not replace human lawyers with robots, because by so doing, the citizens of each country who rely on legal profession for their daily bread will lose their job. In conclusion, robot here is a white elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, a white elephant is an expensive item That is exactly what Robotla should be. According to Brother, the company invented Robotla so that people can no longer play, to get lawyers to represent them in the courtroom. But it is quite ironical to still hear say, and I quote, do not pay is a Robotla service that can be downloaded for free on mobile devices and using artificial intelligence to provide the legal counsel for a fee of $36 every 3 months. And recall for a fee of $36 every 3 months. Ladies and gentlemen, $36 is equivalent to 16,578 naira and a current exchange rate of 160 naira 50 kobo. As I said on Monday, 6 February 2023, who is following who? Can you imagine? Oh yes, that means that an individual will be investing about 70,000 naira every year just to maintain and download this research app. Wonders they say shall never end. You stay with me? It's even more expensive than human life, and the workability is not guaranteed. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, what have we achieved? From the argument of my speaker till now, we have seen it clearly. If the robot knows anything, anything about the law, it cannot argue with human in any form. And what we need to say it is, arise or comfort right. Human lawyers called to obey, to serve our fatherland with love, faith, and strength. The labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain. So help me God.
We're getting there, and we've heard from the third speaker of New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri, and she has said that she is still pitching her tent, just as the other speakers from her side with human lawyers, that human lawyers should be preferred to global lawyers. And we are going to go to the next speaker from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri, the last speaker, the least speaker there, as a matter of fact, Ogo Favor, to come and tell us whether she disagrees or she agrees.
In the words of Dave Waters, I quote, talking about robots used to mean you're talking about the future. The future is here. Ha 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 ha. How never be it is that my dear opponent is here. I'm here to propose the motion mentally or rightfully to be proposed. It is on the above incontrovertible premise that I, Ogo Favor have come to vehemently maintain that robot layers are far better, more reliable in effective justice delivery, devoid of bias and prejudices. First, robot layers eliminate errors often associated with the judgment of human layers. Unfortunately, my opponent in this debate are oblivious of the fact that mistakes in justice delivery, whether deliberate or not, amount to miscarriage of justice to the detriment of the innocent. However, according to available statistics, there are numerous instances or cases where committed individuals will later cleared of the crime or their conviction quashed. For instance, in Argentina on 25th January 2005, Fernando Carrera was wrongly suspected and arrested for carrying out a robbery attack and manslaughter and was sentenced for 30 years in prison. Irregularities were found in his case, and the Supreme Court of Argentina officially exonerated him on October 2016 after an artificial intelligence report. Again, in Armenia on 5th October 1998, Prokosyan and his brother were wrongly arrested for rape and sentenced for 32 years imprisonment. However, after a forensic investigation, it became clear that the evidence against them were fabricated. The real culprits were later found, and they were released with compensation in 2013. My team of opposition, have you also forgotten that in 30th December 1921, a man called Colin Campbell Rose was wrongly arrested for rape and sentenced for execution. 86 years after his execution, a Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine and Australian Federal Police found that Colin Rose's trial and execution was a a miscarriage of justice, and a posthumous pardon failed. In addition, in Brazil, Tiamat in a military colony was arrested for rape. In Brazil, Tiamat in a military colony was arrested in 2010 for murder. After several witnesses identified him mistakenly as the killer, he was acquitted in 2016. When members of a death squad formed by 5 military police confessed to the murder, Tia successfully sued the state in 2019, and compensation of 50,000 riyals was paid to him. Down here in Nigeria, how can one explain or justify a declaration of a candidate who came first in an election in Imo State in 10th January 2020 and the victor using a magical mathematical formula, Homo Zolima of ABC, being the beneficiary of such inglorious judicial daylight robbery against Ihelia, after a several panel of Supreme Court talked to do a true mathematical formula of the election? Or can one also explain the bill to Sowell after his arrest in 3rd August 2019? Though his offense is a valuable one, being violation of COVID-19 protocol. My wonderful judges, the list of injustice in the justice system is endless. Ladies and gentlemen, the above instances are due largely to the error of women lawyers in the justice system in the world over. How long shall we continue in this trajectory? Robotic law is the way forward. Robot lawyers carry out scientific investigation before verdict is passed. Judges, human layers have the tendency of allowing their emotion to interfere in their judgment. According to Alien Dehares, I quote, technology through automation and artificial intelligence is definitely one of the most destructive sources. Ladies and gentlemen, robot layers lack emotional intelligence. We do not allow emotion to interfere or inflate the import of tax and justice delivery for all, irrespective of religion, relationship or otherwise. The Latin man would say, fear justice shall not call. America, fear justice shall not call. Let justice be done, though heaven first. Therefore, let justice be done, even if that is replacing man with robot machine, because human beings are known for expressing out emotion to the detriment of rule of law. It is today rule of judges and no longer rule of law. Judges, with the need for justice to be tampered with mercy, one wonder if justice is tampered with mercy, what becomes the fate of the innocent? The implication is that the guilty goes free and the innocent remains at the receiving end. Today, our judges and other stakeholders in the justice system are constantly treated by every person. Robot lawyers cannot be treated with gun, let alone express emotion. Rather, it follows restrictly without emotional attachment. Ladies and gentlemen, with the use of robot layers, our experience of bribery and corruption in the judicial system will become a thing of the past. My team of opposition are reluctant in accepting robot layers as a result of envy and hatred, and not because they do not know that the inevitable takeover of justice system by robot layers is at hand. Or do you want the positive lights piloted by an inexperienced pilot because the pilot is your brother, friend or close associate? The answer is emphatic no, and we remain emphatic no. In the same vein, one should not and must not patronize the corrupt bias or emotional human lawyers just because we are human. Since most of the human creation are far better than human, especially robots, because they are programmed with everything known to man and with the ability to acquire knowledge faster and efficiently than the maker with matrix higher in all ramifications. My wonderful judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm a boldly put it to my dear opponents here that they cannot give what they do not have. I recap, the Latin man would say, the human lawyer is corrupt and as such can never be very what may. Even if you take them to heaven, what a pity. The instance of the God of justice on the part of human layers are clear pointed to this conclusion, or can one hastily conclude that one thing is better than the another unless and until both of them have been touched. My opponents have forgotten that we have dealt human lawyers with utmost regret. It is time to touch about lawyers to see and also enjoy the benefits because the test of building the state is in the reason. Judges, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, must we all become victims of miscarriage of justice before we run for their lives? No. The answer is emphatic no. As if enough is not enough. Robert Lears reduced the loss of access to legal services for the poor. Given the incorrect state of our economy, the poor can access legal services by the use of Robert Lears in law. The human layers are not for giving out justice to the highest bidder. No wonder the high rate of monetization and privatization of our judiciary, thereby endangering democracy. Legal firms to Robert Layers offer legal services at cheaper rates than human layers who works manually. In conclusion, better organization. Robert Layers in law helps human layers organize files, organize emails, organize calendar, detect charts and plagiarism. It also helps law firms identify similar documents. It also helps law firms spot the pattern of plagiarism and frauds. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-debaters, remember, man action and inaction are the source of man's story and the root cause of injustice in the justice system. Man as a justice animal protect themselves to the detriment of their clients, unlike Robert Layers, whose protection is guaranteed only on the ground that is followed through strictly without emotional attachment. Judges, manner justice delivery has gone outdated, retrogressive, uncivilized, and above all, corruption-laden. I say categorically that each will be justice in total, for the world has gone digital, and he who refuses to change with the changing world will be left behind. The local one must as well change from its present state of decay to a state survivor. My wonderful judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and doubting Thomas as co-debaters. Let's simply admit that the more effective and efficient Robert Layers have come to stay and give us a better useful experience. According to Dave Waters, I could decide. The more books I read about robots, the more I realize the present is the future. Robots aren't coming. Robots are here. Just wait. Very soon, very, very soon, robots will come for all of your jobs. There.
She has actually told us that very soon, very, very, very soon, robots will come for all of your jobs. Of course, my own is not included. So he's not talking about lawyers alone. He said that all of your jobs are at risk. So the lawyers are actually at risk now. Very soon, all of you will be involved. So it's very good. We've heard from the two schools, from the two giants, and they're debating on robot lawyers and human what? Lawyers. And thank goodness that we have lawyers in the house and other people. Yeah. So they have put it to us. They have actually said some controversial things that we are yet to determine. The judges will tell us the best upon the strength of their arguments. So we are going to be listening to the speakers to summarize their points. One speaker from New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri and one speaker from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. So you choose the speaker to come and recapitulate your position in 3 minutes only. Tell us what you are still saying by saying what you're saying. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, the accurate timekeeper, the impartial panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to come up to the stage to reaffirm our stance that robot lawyers can never replace human lawyers. I recap, robot lawyers can never, ever replace human lawyers. From the beginning of this debate till now, you will all bear me witness that we have won the debate with our gargantuan point that demolish our team opposition point. When my second speaker was talking, you will hear her say that robot lawyers are cyber threats. Yes, robots can be hacked in by any of the cyber fraud. She still made mention of machines cannot be trustworthy. I want to throw this question to you, ladies and gentlemen. Can machines be trustworthy? No. Because they're made by imperfect human beings. And so, machines can never be perfect. That means that robot lawyers can disappoint anytime. My third speaker here still said that robot lawyers are white elephants. Yes, they are white elephants. She also said that robot lawyers, that the workability of the robot lawyers are cumbersome or even impossible. The robot lawyers lack emotion, consciousness, and intuition, and only the human lawyer possesses such qualities. I also said that robot lawyers can never be a legal person, let alone mental legal person. I hear my opponents when they were talking, they made mention that the robots are emotionless. Wow, they have really concurred with us. I want to throw the question again. Ladies and gentlemen, can there be truth, justice and fairness in the legal practices when the practitioners lack emotions? No, absolutely impossible. There can never be justice. My justice here can bear me witness that there can never be justice in the legal system or in the court of law if the practitioners lack emotion. So I'm very proud to say that they have really concurred with us. So that means we have won the debate. Please, judges, tell me if robot lawyers lack all these qualities of a lawyer, then tell me, how can there be justice in the court of law? Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way in saying that robot lawyers should replace human lawyers. I rest my case.
Where I was sitting, I was actually thinking that she was going to say, okay, I agree with you. But she has come to say, no, I still maintain my stance. Of course, that is good. It's good for debate. So we're going to hear from the other side of the town, Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. Come and tell us what you have said about robot lawyers and human lawyers. Let's know if you are changing or if you are still staying.
I'm so grateful for this great opportunity once again. Thank you so much. I still stand on my thing, firmly standing that whether heaven falls or not, whether earthquakes happens or not, robot lawyers knows the law more than human lawyers. According to Isaac Asimov, robot lawyers does not injure human beings or through their inactions allow human beings to harm. They must protect their existence. They must obey their orders given to them by human beings. Now take a look at when you get to law firm. You will see the defendant shouting, please my lord, tamper justice with mercy. If the Lord tamper justice with mercy, then what will be the fate of the innocent? Can someone tell me? What will be the fate of the innocent? Now the guilty will be set free. Yes, that is what it meant. Robot lawyers, when I mean by they are emotionless, get me right, my doubting Thomases. When I mean that they are emotionless, is that they never take bribe. When you go to law firms, the chief judge will be on the high court. Then you want to lay the judgment. Take a look at me. What will happen? What do you think will happen? Now, he wanted to lay the judgment now. And for instance, the guilty one is here, and the innocent is on the other hand. Now, the guilty ones are very rich. Oh my goodness. Men are very deceptive at the mention of money. Don't doubt me that your sister can deny you at the mention of money. Lawyers, human lawyers can deny you at the mention of money as well. Once they say, I will pay you 2 million naira, just do this for me. Just at the sight, he will just blink his eye. Everything is settled. Everything is settled. He will do it again. Everything is settled. No shouting, but just with an eye, twinkling of an eye, he has settled the case. Then he will let a judgment on the innocent. Then the guilty will set free. Robert lawyers, You cannot blink an eye for them. They don't care. They are programming machines. They are produced by man, but they are faster and active than man. They will stand. They don't care who you are. They don't mind who you are. They will stand and say what they have to say and present it to you. They don't care how your money may be. They don't want to know how much it is. Please, my dear audience, wonderful and honorable judges, my opponents in this debate are just skeptical of telling themselves the truth, thereby not only deceiving themselves, but also the vulnerable public. At this juncture, I rest my case. Thank you.
Please can we clap for all of them? Gentlemen and ladies, I'm very sure you believe with me that this debate has been very, very engaging. Of course, when she was speaking, I actually remembered one of the statements that said, lawyers think faster when you pay them. Yeah, if you want your lawyer to think faster, you have to pay him. And imagine when you pay him bigger money. So I wonder if robot lawyers think faster if you pay him. It's actually collect money. So it's actually something great. So we have actually got the width and the words from that round. And it was very, very engaging. And we can actually welcome them back into the audience by giving them some wonderful rounds of applause. You have done well. Thank you very much. You have done marvelously well. You have done well. We love you for that. Thank you.